Hey, that's not crazy at all. I love a sugar snap peas. I got them in the fridge. Gert loves them. It's a fight between me and Gertie to see who gets those sugar snap pea snacks. Coach Greg, and today we're going to go over just how is it that Kumail Nanjiani was able to go from being a normal Joe, a normal guy, to a freaking specimen. Have you seen this guy? We're not going to talk about PDs or any of that stuff. We're going to talk about the things that you can actually do at home to stay lean. Whether or not you can look like this guy, that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
What matters is that you do your best to be the best you that you can be. So we're going to see, does he give the proper fitness advice, the proper dieting tips? And I'm going to tell you in advance, yeah, he does. So just because he's not a dietitian or weight loss expert, he actually knows what the heck he's talking about. And frankly, when someone has the transformation, the change, the proof, visual proof that they know what they're doing, you can learn something from them. So let's go over this video by Men's Health. It's called Kumail Nanjiani shows his gym and fridge Men's Health.
Let's start with your fridge and then head to your gym.
Hey, so this is my fridge.
And first thing to look at is what's in your fridge. Same as you should be doing at your own fridge. What do you have in your fridge? What foods are you eating? What's readily available?
I always have a lot of fruit.
A big thing that he has that I notice is a ton of fruit. Fruit is low in calories, lots of fiber, and it's filling. It's healthy. Yeah, it's got fructose, whatever. Don't be a freaking fructosophobe. You can have fructose and lose weight. Notice in the fridge, there's also vegetables and there's bread. Yeah, you can have bread. You can have your French toast. He also, like most of you, likes to eat eggs. So great fridge overall.
Not during while I'm shooting, but on days off. So I would do 18-6 fasting. So I won't eat for 18 hours and I'll compress everything into 6 hours of the day. And if I'm doing that, then I don't eat breakfast.
Another thing he does is he often does intermittent fasting where he doesn't eat for 18 hours, meaning he has to skip breakfast. This works for him. It might not work for you. And he says plain as day, the hardest thing is the bread staring you in the face. As soon as you're done the fast, you want to eat everything. It's hard to stop eating. And although he's fasting for 18 hours and only has a 6-hour window to eat, if you eat too many calories in those 6 hours, you're still going to gain weight. So regardless of the way you eat, if you eat 1 meal a day or 10 meals a day, you need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. It's not easy for me to intermittent fast, but if it is for you and it's working, keep doing it. If it's not working, whatever it is that you're doing, change it.
And then the trickiest thing is the bread basket, because that's the first thing you see after not having eaten for 24 hours.
And if the bread basket staring in your face is too tempting, get rid of the freaking bread basket. It's like having chips in the pantry. Why do you have chips in the pantry if every time you go to the pantry you want to eat chips? Get that food out of the house. You don't need the temptation. You don't want to have to rely on willpower 24 hours a day. Every time you open your eyes, you see some candy, some delicious foods. Make it the fruits like he has in his fridge. Low calorie dense foods that are filling, that aren't going to be too high in calories.
A lot of beet juice, and I use beet juice as a pre-workout.
And he consumes beet juice as a pre-workout. Probably read an article somewhere saying, oh, it's going to add 100 pounds to your bench press. It's beet juice. It's from beets. It's magical because it's a vegetable.
And I think it gives me energy for the workout. I've read that it does. Even if it's psychosomatic, it doesn't matter because, you know, if I think it's happening, then it is happening.
But Kumail, a non-moronic comedian, he's like, yeah, but I know it might not work, but if I think it works, it's a placebo effect. I'm using it for the placebo effect. So get out of my face. I like my beet juice. I'm going to eat it even if it doesn't work. I think it does, so it does. Which is actually true in the real world.
These ones I really like. A lot of the protein bars sort of taste chalky and soft. Like if you bought a candy bar that tasted like that, you'd be very upset.
And he has a lot of protein powder, protein bars, because protein builds muscle and it's more satiating, it's more filling. And he says the important thing is to choose the one that you like. If you have a protein bar that doesn't taste good, You're not eating that. You're going to go for the candy bar. So when you make decisions in the kitchen, choose foods that you like. If you don't have the foods that you like, you're not eating that. You're going to go for those chips in the pantry now, aren't you?
These are sort of like Rice Krispies almost, so they sort of are closer to something that you would actually want to eat.
As I always say, it has to be 80% as good as the real thing. You love pizza, you don't want to stop eating pizza. Get lower calorie pizza that's 80% as good. As long as it tastes close to as good as the real thing, it's good enough. You have to make small sacrifices to lose weight. You can't just eat every single thing your heart desires, the most high calorie dense foods, ice creams, pizzas, and cookies and cakes. You need to make small changes. You can still eat all those foods. You just need to make sure that they're lower in calories. Remove some of the sugar. Put in artificial sweetener. Remove some of the fat. Make it lower calories than last time.
What's the secret to making a protein drink taste good?
I think there has to be a little bit of fruit in it, or almond butter or peanut butter.
So why add peanut butter when you can add powdered peanut butter, half the calories? Add lower calorie fruit. You could add a banana or you could add strawberries. Strawberries have a lot less calories than the banana. So make smart, educated, and informed decisions on what you're eating. That protein shake doesn't need to be quickly slammed back and choking it down. Have protein ice cream. Put in some fruit, some ice, some guar gum, xanthan gum. Make it thicker than last time. Make it taste like ice cream. Why waste your calories drinking back a quick shake when you can have a delicious ice cream that you eat with a spoon?
I think just protein with water, which I did for a very long time, it really feels like you're doing it just for health reasons.
He was drinking plain protein shakes and water. Who wants that? Oh, shake it up. It's not bad, but it's not good enough.
I've sort of had to like trick my brain into liking all this stuff because I don't think, like if you went to an ice cream parlor.
Exactly. If you go out for ice cream, you don't want a protein shake. You want ice cream, actual ice cream. Protein ice cream shake. You can put it over your head. That's what it needs to look like. It needs to be 80% as good as the real thing. And if it is, with that small, tiny sacrifice, you can make night and day improvements in your physique. Kumail, he's learned this.
If I'm going to treat myself to a piece of cake, I'll just get one, eat it, and then not have it in my fridge.
And when he does cheat, he doesn't have it in the fridge. He goes out and gets the one piece of cake that he needs to satisfy that craving. Worst thing you can do, you buy the entire cake, bring it home, have one piece, put it back in the fridge, and an hour later you eat the whole cake. That's what you're doing. You know you are. You need to keep the junky, high-calorie, highly palatable foods out of the house. When you do eat them, you eat them out of the house, and you throw out the rest. Oh, but there's people starving. Not you. Not you. You're not starving. So throw it out. That person in another country that's starving, they're not going to eat that cake leftovers now, are they? To me, this is crucial. Don't buy and keep all the junk food. Don't think your kids need to have a box of cookies in the pantry. They don't need cookies. What they do need is to be healthy. Do you want them to grow up and become morbidly obese? Oh, I want to spoil my kids. I give them so much junk food. I give them what they want. I take them to McDonald's, Wendy's every day if they want. I'm spoiling them. I'm a great parent. And then they're 300 pounds overweight, and then they curse you when they're older. Dang you, parents! Why did you make me addicted to this delicious foods? I can't put the fork down. Grell keeps punching me in the face because of what you did to me.
I cook. What I'll do is I'll make chicken breast and put like Indian or Pakistani spices on it.
And rather than cooking one chicken breast, cook a whole bunch. Add some spices, make it taste better than last time. Get the meat that you want, low-fat meat, lower in calories. That way you can eat more of it. Have it ready in the fridge so that when you open the fridge and you're hungry, it's right there and ready for you. You're not going to go in the pantry and eat the chips because there's healthier food right there in front of you in the fridge.
What are your favorite snacks?
This is going to be the lamest answer possible. Sugar snap peas.
Hey, that's not crazy at all. I love a sugar snap peas. Got them in the fridge. Gert loves them. It's a fight between me and Gertie to see who gets those sugar snap pea snacks. Don't tell Allie I'm eating her snacks.
After a few months, I don't think your brain can tell the difference between potato chips and sugar snap peas. How did I become this person? I used to not be like this.
And it's funny because he was a normal person back in the day. He was eating all the chips. Just like you, he was eating the chips just like me. I used to love the chips. Then you get older and you discover things. Chips are not good for you and they're loaded in calories. So what can I eat instead? He has sugar snap peas. To me, that's not a good substitution. For me, it's popcorn. I need that saltiness. I need it to match up with the chips. The popcorn does it for me. If it's sugar snap peas that does it for you, well, that's amazing. But let's be honest. It's not quite as good as chips now, is it? So when looking at how to improve your diet, don't make drastic changes. Small incremental changes is what's going to make the difference. Changes that you can sustain for the rest of your life. Not everyone can go from chips to sugar snap peas, but most of you can find something somewhere to make that change. Maybe from drinking whole milk to skim milk, from peanut butter to powdered peanut butter, from store-bought muffins to homemade anabolic muffins, from high-fat waffles, crepes, pancakes, French toast, and donuts to lower-fat, lower-sugar alternatives. You can still eat those foods. Just make them lower in calories and add some more protein so that it's more filling and builds muscle.
I don't like to eat before I work out. Weirdly, I found I had a lot more energy when I was doing a fasted workout.
And it's so weird to me. He says he has more energy and feels better working out on an empty stomach. He stops eating at 7 and goes to the gym the next day at 11:30 and doesn't eat till 1. He likes it, works for him. Doesn't work for me, but how can I argue with success? If it works for you, even if it doesn't make sense to other people, I can't argue with you. You win. I don't think it's better to work out fasted after 16 hours, and I don't think it'll give you more energy, but for him it does. For me, it's simple. The science is clear. You're missing out on an opportunity for muscle protein synthesis to occur. If you get up in the morning and you eat breakfast with protein in it, you can repair and build muscle. If you don't, you can't. So although it's working for him, if he were to add in more protein earlier in the day, I would argue he would have even more muscle than he currently does. Maybe not, whatever.
So I did a bulk and then I did a cut. So really for 5 months, even though I was eating a lot of protein, I was also eating a lot of everything I wanted.
So to add all that muscle, he did a dirty bulk. He went 5 months of eating as much of everything as he could. He had tons of protein, but tons of other calories. And what ended up happening is he got more chubby. He got puffy. He didn't like it. He was too big. But then he cut down and went cold turkey. It worked for him, but do you expect it will work for you? It's pretty easy to do the bulk part. Eat a lot of food, French fries at midnight, and enjoy all that. And then one day it comes and now you have to starve yourself to get that fat off. And then guess what happens? You have to starve yourself to lose all that weight. You're not eating all that food anymore. You've halved your calories. And you have to use willpower. And unless you have willpower, and not Will Tennyson's power, willpower, the will to not eat all that delicious food, you're not going to be able to stick to your diet. You end up binging and gaining all the weight back, and then you convince everyone, oh yeah, I'm back to bulking. Yeah, the perpetual lifelong bulk. That's what I'm on. I'm bulking forever.
I try to work out at least 4 days a week, but I will be honest, when I was shooting the movie that I got in shape for, I was working out every day and I'd gotten a little obsessed.
It takes a lot less energy, a lot less effort to maintain the physique once you've already gotten it.
I realized I had to learn to enjoy the workouts, and I do enjoy them now.
He didn't like it at first, but he stuck to it and he learned to enjoy the workout after a while. You need to have fun. If you don't like it at first, keep trying it and see what changes can you make to learn to love the exercise that you're doing. And he's stretching, looking like a friggin' specimen. He's shredded, he's under 10% body fat. Look at this guy.
The motivation is just health. I just feel healthier than I have. I've been sleeping better, feel less anxious, have way more energy.
It's being healthy. He feels better, sleeps better, enjoys life more. Also, I'm sure it doesn't hurt to have everyone looking at him thinking, wow, look at this specimen.
You know, while I was shooting the movie, when I was training every day, I would do a day of Pilates, and I would also do a lot of training on rings, which I really ended up loving.
And he does the exercises that he loves. He's doing some Pilates and training on rings. Find what you love. If you don't like those things, don't do it. Maybe you like CrossFit. Maybe it's riding a bike. Do what you love to do.
I don't think I can relax with it. I think I have to keep going. I know what it took to get in shape.
So although he bulked and cut one time, does it look like he's bulking now? Look at this guy. He's shredded. He's maintaining. He's eating at a level that keeps him looking amazing. Why look amazing for one day and then gain all the weight back? Stick to a diet that you can follow for the rest of your life. It makes way more sense to feel healthy all the time than to look your best part of the year and then not be happy with yourself the rest of the year.
Do you use any special equipment?
Special equipment. I mean, I use, the E-stim machine.
And he uses an E-stim machine, but it's not going to work. It's not going to do it, but he enjoys it. You can use it, but trust me, you're not going to put a bunch of electrodes on your muscles and think that you're getting a jack physique. That is not the secret to looking like Kumail.
With working out, it's the same kind of thing where I do every time I go, I want to see if I can lift a little bit heavier or do one extra rep.
He trains harder than last time. The goal is to walk in the gym and train harder than last time. It's like when you're playing video games, you're trying to beat your highest score. Whenever you play Tetris, you want to get another line. I want to break 100. You get 100, I want 110. You try to go harder than last time.
What does it mean to be an Asian American fitness role model at the moment?
I don't know if I'm that, but it feels like it's a lot of pressure.
And there is, in fact, a lot of pressure to look a certain way. Once you've got that physique, if you are to lose it, you're going to get a lot of comment. What happened to you? Why aren't you looking like you used to? There is a lot of pressure. And I caution you, when you do in fact lose the weight, try not to gain it back. Try not to go for too much. You have your dream physique, and if you actually get there, you're not going to be able to keep it forever. Father Time is coming for you. You can't maintain your dream physique forever. You have to understand that you can only do the best that you can do. So rather than go for your dream physique, it makes a lot more sense to go halfway there. A physique that you can maintain, that you won't suffer and be starving for. Because if you're suffering and starving and can't handle it, you're eventually going to gain the weight back and you're going to look at your old self and get disappointed. Trust me, it's hard on the mind. Once you become a specimen, it's hard to lose that. You want to be that specimen, and that's when the dangers can happen. You might resort to dangerous dieting habits or even use PD, so be careful.
All right, so that was my gym and my fridge. Now I have to go actually work out, so...
Bye! GregDoucette.com for coaching, Greg Doucette IB Pro. The bloops are over there. Watch one of them. Follow me on the Instagram, the TikTok, and watch my reels, all that kind of stuff. And buy my freaking cookbook if you want all the delicious low-calorie recipes that will change your life, help you lose weight. And until next time, I'm out.